Hey y'all, coming to you from Floyd Garrett's Muscle Car Museum in Sevierville, Tennessee. And what I've got today, I shot a 69 Z-28 the other day, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to show this 67 Z-28. Floyd, how are you, brother?
I'm fine, and you, Scotty?
I'm doing good. The biggest difference is under the hood in this car from the one we looked at the other day. You'll see this one's all cast iron, and it's just a single 4-barrel. That you can see that the what am I trying to say?
The aluminum intake.
The intake is way different. Look how they did that intake. Where they got the air intake.
That's a Cal Plum air cleaner, which was an option back then that they'd come up to get more air at high RPM.
And would it suck through these louvers then?
Yes.
Is that where the air would have come in at?
Yes.
That's crazy looking. I ain't never seen that before. Never seen one go back into the call before like that.
Yeah, yeah. They done that on these, and the first car that showed up was a 63 Z11 Chevrolet with it.
Well, a Z11, what's that?
That's the 427 lightweight Impala that they did for drag racing.
Okay.
They done it, and Grumpy told me that they never run the air cleaner on it because on the starting line you wasn't getting enough air.
Right.
But said on the other end it helped it, but you
couldn't
gave
get
it
out
up
all
on the
with
other.
Yeah.
On the front end.
That's a steel hood and all on it. It's a cool car.
Yes.
Very clean. Who owns this one, you know?
The same guy that owns the 69.
Ah.
Out of Atlanta, Georgia.
He likes Camaros.
Yep.
He's got some nice ones too. I wonder how many miles is on this one. Not many.
I don't know.
This one says it's got 12. That can't be right.
Probably since it's been restored.
Right. It's a 4-speed car. Clean, clean, clean. What was that color? Butternut?
I would say so.
Yeah. Butternut with black stripes. Look at that. Painted on stripes, folks. And I'll be honest with you, back then, I don't know that they were decals back then. Didn't they paint those on back then, or were they decals?
Scotty, I don't really know for sure, but I'd say those are painted on.
Right. And I would think that he's redone this car. If he redid it, redid it to, you know, back to the way it was. I mean, surely that's right.
Yeah.
How they cut that stripe out like that.
Yeah.
They just used to do more things back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When they built less cars, there was more attention to detail. There was more personalization. Just a better car.
Most of the people back then that built these cars and designed these cars was car people.
Right.
Today, you're wanting production people.
That's right.
And see what the bottom line is.
That's right.
Of course, I've always said the bottom line is if you build something that somebody will buy, the bottom line is always going to look better.
Sure. No, I'm with you. I just saw I saw a special on the Viper plant and how this one plant up in Detroit builds these Vipers, and these people are just dedicated to that car.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, you know, the thing is they turn out the car at the end and it's right, and they won't accept what they do over, you know, the same manufacturer.
Quality.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, that is butternut yellow. I was right. I'm learning something. But that's the options it has on it. Only 602 were made with the Z28 option. And as Floyd brought to my attention, it doesn't say Z28 on it anywhere at all. And you think these were a late model year ad, or you think that, you know, it was new for...
Scotty, I really can't answer that thing with any knowledge, but I would think that they started a Trans Am series, and cubic inch limitation was 305, and of course that's where your Ford Boss 302 Mustang and Chevrolet built the Z28 302, and I'd say that this was just an afterthought, and they didn't have time to do the badging and all in order to get the racing in that class.
Right. Well, marketing may have been a little bit behind on the idea. Where somebody, you know what I'm saying, we just worry about getting this car so we can race them.
Exactly.
And somebody in marketing was like, well, wait a minute, now you're charging these people for this option. Don't you want to be able to see it?
I'll tell you a little story. When these cars first come about, Smokey Unique built one. And they ran it at Daytona on July the 4th. They called it the Paul Revere 250. Now, Smokey had one, and I live right above Daytona, and I went to watch that race. And I don't know exactly where Smokey qualified, but he was back in the pack, 7th, 8th, 10th, somewhere along there. I don't know exactly where the car was qualified. But after they went through the turns, after they got the green flag, and when they come on the back stretch, I noticed a car, because it was at midnight and you couldn't really tell too much, and I saw a car just go past everything that was in front of it. It went by like good guff went up. And I honestly thought that everybody had got the caution flag except him, and they didn't see it. But it come around to the front side of the track, and it was Smokey Unique's Z-28 Camaro that he had just made fools out of everybody on the back straightaway.
Wow. And
unfortunately, the car caught on fire, because he told me that they had to change starters on it, and they left the starter wire loose. The mechanic did, and caused a fire.
Shorted it out.
And put it out of the race. But that's also the car that I understand, and that they took to California, and they told him not to even unload it. He got mad, left there, and went to the Bonneville Salt Flats and set records with the car.
Now, when they were racing at Daytona, when you were talking about, you said the curves, was it on the oval they were racing, or the road course?
Well, part of it was the oval,
right?
But it's the same course that they run the 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
You know, part of it's the road course.
So back then,
and then when they got to the back stretch,
right?
You know, the whole back stretch.
Yeah. No, I raced that in Gran Turismo, my game, actually, that road course at Daytona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm familiar with that. Now, you said also they were racing this at night.
Yeah, this particular race was the Paul Revere 250.
No kidding.
You know.
When was that? What year was that?
67.
67. Well, there's a little Daytona history. Was that in connection with the 500?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I mean, you know, the Firecracker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Firecracker,
400.
250 then.
Right.
And I think, wasn't they start out the Firecracker 250 instead of 400?
That's before my time. It's always been 400.
So.
Now I think it's the Pepsi Firecracker 400.
Pepsi 400.
You know it's some products, 400 now. Well, folks, there you go. 67 Z-28, one of 602 made, I think is what I said. And if you want to see it, stop by and see Floyd. Floyd, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Scotty, for coming.
All right, there you go. 67 Z-28 from Floyd Garrett's Muscle Car Museum in Sevierville. You get up in the area, stop by, tell Mark and Floyd I said hi, and check out these awesome hot rods. Hope you all enjoyed it. See ya.